Check.
Holy shit, man.
We back?
We're back.
Metal and Mash episode 32?
32.
32, man.
Who's that, Magic Johnson?
Was he 34? I don't know. Could be 32. Magic, man. Who's a legend?
It still is.
Welcome back. As we
Random.
promised in the last episode, we're going to spend this time talking about new school black metal. And maybe it has some names that you'd recognize from the early black days, but they're still kicking ass to this day.
Yeah, bringing some game.
So we've got a couple of names that you'd recognize, and maybe a couple of new offerings
Let's
that
hope
maybe you
so.
haven't heard.
Yeah.
So that's the name of the game. And as always, before we get started, let's talk about what we're drinking.
A new offering.
Let's go.
Reveries, the Raven. I figured that was appropriate considering we're talking about Nevermore Black. So
yeah.
take,
Oh, shit.
dude, this guy's fucking the shit. So he does our bourbon on Reddit, and he basically goes around and just gets to sample, do barrel picks, and so he started this process where he was going to these different places and just choosing barrels that he thought were phenomenal, and he's been storing them himself. And then what he does is he's taken some of those different barrels that he's chosen and then blending them.
Yeah, he says, the Reveries presents a limited release of rare whiskeys mythical in nature.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
And
Insurpassable in execution. That's
And
exciting.
So I have been holding off because these come out and they sell out super quick. So this is the Raven third batch. And I have to double check, make sure that my info is correct. So it's a 41% 9-year Indiana blend, 48% 10-year Kentucky, and 11% 14-year, and I don't think it disclosed what year, but it actually says it on the back.
Yeah.
So 124.8 proof.
10-year Kentucky, 2 9-year Indianas, and a 14-year Kentucky.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So, and it's just fucking syrupy good. And look at this color, dude.
Yeah, that color is
mean,
great. I noticed that right off the bat. Like when you,
Like,
from what we drank in the last episode to this one, like the color was
right. And that
ridiculous.
other one was a second barrel. So this is just, it's dark, it's rich. So,
oh man,
you
that
had
smells fantastic.
you had to do a lottery for this. So I had just
What?
randomly signed up for it. So they send out his website. You sign up and you get a weekly email, and they do different drops every week. And so this is one of them that dropped. He had like a 17-year that week. It was like $400, $300 bottle. So you can choose what you want to be in the lottery for. And so you sign up, and then usually what they do is on Monday, the first wave happens. Tuesday, the second wave happens. So on Tuesday, I text my brother, and I was like, well, just thought I'd let you know I entered the Reveries, and I don't think I'm going to get it. And he goes, holy shit, me too. I didn't get it either. Well, then like 30 minutes later, I checked my email, and I got second wave.
Oh, right.
And I got it. And so then I told my brother, and he goes, holy shit, I ran and looked at my email. I got it too. So
awesome.
Yeah. So, and this, I mean,
Dude, it smells fantastic. Well, let's get right into a nice taste. Ooh. Okay. All right, so this one will kick you in the teeth a little bit.
dude, that's like a brown sugar, burnt caramel, vanilla,
Absolutely.
creme brulee bomb in your face.
All of that. And
So good.
and with like I said, a kick in the teeth, because I read, full disclosure, when I was looking at the bottle, I read 124 proof, 62% alcohol, but wasn't prepared for that.
So normally we try to, for those of you who don't get to see the behind the scenes here, I try to make sure that we have something sitting out for 5 to 15 minutes is ideal.
Yeah.
And I poured this probably 5 minutes ago and just let it sit in some open air. I'm pretty traditional about that. Not, I guess traditional. I'm pretty consistent about that for myself. I don't usually pour and sip right away. I usually let it air out. And so, yeah, this didn't sit as long as I normally would let it sit. And I know that your happy spot's like the 100 to 115,
95
maybe
to
120.
115.
Yeah. So this is definitely a little bit over
So
that.
this, I would definitely have at least one ice cube in.
Which, if we need to, I'll go get him
No,
one.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Aaron is really.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word step it up because
No.
it's all
I mean, we've been in
subjective,
this
right?
game for a bit now.
It's all
right?
subjective, and people like it. And that's one thing I've been really conscious about is don't yuck someone's yum.
That's right.
If someone wants to put some fucking Coke Zero in a Pappy 23, I don't give
Go
a
for it.
shit. If you wanted to spend $600 retail on a bottle and throw some Coke Zero in it because that's how you like it, then I don't fucking care.
Yep.
If you give it to me that way, I'm going to be like, I guess I'm glad I tried some Pappy 23.
Right. With Coke Zero. Yeah. Nah, man, that's the only thing I would ever do to alter my burbs
Yeah.
is
little ice.
is an ice.
Yeah.
An ice cube.
And that's actually a really cool technique that people will do is just have water droppers
Yeah.
and just do.
We learned that with the
Yeah,
blending experience. we did.
Absolutely. It was super cool. And it does change things. And
Yeah.
I think it's just a fun experiment. I've learned
Indeed, it is.
neat and barrel strength is I'm a whore and I'll go that direction.
Well, let's get right into the offerings. As
Black
promised,
metal.
we're going to listen to some newer school black metal. Let's continue with our. You have to get the face right. Right? So let's go.
If you can see it through the makeup.
Yep. Here we go. Cradle of Filth to live deliciously.
Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. We talked about that last episode.
Damn. I love this song, man.
I mean, it does hit well. And again, Danny Filth, man. I remembered his first name.
So
first episode.
when I first when I saw this title, I was like, man, I know I'm going to like this song because there's a movie that I really love called The Witch, or The Vitch if you pronounce it that way, 2 V's.
Mhm.
But it has a in that movie, the Dark Lord asks, "Would you like to live deliciously?" to the young lady, and of course, eventually she says yes.
Sure.
Goes into the forest, and you see them like hovering and over this big bonfire and worshiping the devil and all that stuff. So good times.
As witches don't.
It's a movie, folks.
It is a movie.
I love this stuff. It's a perfect blend of like black, death, and thrash metal.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. And that
Yeah.
riff behind it.
Yeah, I like your combo there. It's you had a good threesome and you don't know who the dad is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Until Danny starts singing.
Right.
That's a thrash riff.
But definitely not thrash vocals.
No.
That's definitely black vocals
Right,
for
for
sure.
sure. Nice little interlude here.
This is definitely the refined production version of black metal. It's definitely not what it was in the
Totally.
80s by any means.
I mean, it's as crystal clear and crisp, and
Right.
you can
Yeah.
hear every part.
yeah, you didn't play this in a tin can in your parents' garage by any means.
But just listening to the Cradle of Filth song from the episode we did before to this one, it's a massive difference.
Absolutely.
in the way they sound.
Well, whether you have the finances to support more support, or you have just learned more along your journey because,
Absolutely.
I mean, how long has Cradle of Filth been around?
And let's
30
also,
years?
at least. And let's also throw in new members.
Right.
That have
That's
different
true.
ideas.
That's true. Very true. I'm guessing they're not all original.
I don't think so. I know for a fact they had so Paul Allender was an original Cradle of Filth guitar player, and I don't think he's in the band anymore. And
Okay.
I know him specifically because he had a PRS guitar signature.
Sure.
It was really cool. Almost got one time.
You're like a goddamn library of people when it
I-
comes to who's in bands,
Yeah.
which is great.
You're the whiskey specialist.
I mean, I have to cross-reference every once in a while. There's just so many. There's just so many. So many in both areas. You know, the music and the whiskey. It's just. God, this is such a great tune, though. Yeah, as soon as this came out, I downloaded it. I jammed it
Same, dude.
for quite a while. You and I talked about it.
Yeah, I think I messaged you right away when I heard it. I was like, dude, you got to check out the new Cradle of Filth. It's as good, if not better, than anything they've ever put out.
Right.
And they're 35 years in, you know. To be able to create this same, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
they're killing it.
They are.
I would love to see them live. I've never had the opportunity.
I have not either. If you're willing to drive, we don't get a lot here. But if you're willing to go 3 to 4 hours, we do get exposed to a lot of really good shit.
Yeah, you got to go to at least the Ohio area, northern Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, Columbus and Cleveland seem to be where I've been going lately. Seems to work out.
Sometimes Charlotte picks up a couple good ones.
Sure. That's an interesting border barrier. I think you're getting enough into Bible Belt that you don't see as much. I'm honestly surprised we don't see as much in Virginia.
Yeah.
They have the Blue Ridge Music Festival. It's like a 4-day
I
shit
also
show.
went to see Cannibal Corpse, Neuraxis, and Obscura
Nice.
in Richmond one time.
Obscura.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That was a wild show.
I'll
There
bet.
was another band on there too. I can't remember who they were. Oh, The Faceless. That's right.
Oh shit. Yeah. Zenith Passage before they came Zenith Passage, which are both fucking stellar bands. Holy shit. Talk about technical death metal, man. They
tech death,
fucking great.
And I mean, I was in awe watching those guys play guitar.
Yeah.
Mind blowing. Makes you want to quit.
You know, I would love to see Archspire live.
Yep. Dean's got his own guitars now. Ethos guitars.
Okay.
And I watched his podcast because I've been keeping up with him.
Sure.
And I watched his podcast. He debuted the first run of Ethos. Fucking sick. And he's sick. He's a badass dude.
He's badass. Man,
Yes,
dude, that's
Cradle
such a
of Filth.
Great song, dude.
Now, straight on. We're going to go straight for Abigail Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Dude, great, new school black for sure. Great sound.
Yep. So I discovered Abigail Williams because on a tattoo journey, I was looking for evil-looking tattoos, and
Right. As
one
you do.
day, this album cover right there popped up, and I thought that's a fucking cool tattoo, and I think I sent it to you.
Mhm.
I was like, hey, check this band out. They sound great, and that could be some cool art. So that's what we have. Abigail Williams, and this track is called Void Within.
This was the last album, right? Not the most
Yeah,
recent
not
one?
the most recent.
The
This
one
is
that came out
before.
in like 2023, I think.
Yeah. This is what turned me on to him, and I thought, wow, this is just...
Yeah, I ended up downloading the whole album
Same.
and just really love it. Named after a witch that was, unfortunately,
Murdered
yeah.
by the Christians.
A witch barbecue. It's never a good time.
Man, have you ever been to Salem?
No, but I want to go really bad. I know you have.
I've been, and,
Yeah.
I walked the Witch Row there where it shows their names. That's fucking sad.
You know, it's amazing how they've kind of turned it around into a, capitalistic
Yep.
piece, because isn't there like a ton of like crystal shops and witch-driven type?
There's lots of witchery.
Yeah.
And, as such, protesters in the street. Plenty of that.
Good. You know?
And people who yell at protesters, which is pretty funny.
I mean, so the protesters, I'm guessing, are like a Westboro Baptist Church type of a situation?
I would suppose.
Okay. Now, I'm all about conversation. I love differing opinions.
Yep.
I love it when people can have different views and talk about them. Screaming doesn't really do anything.
Dude, it was madness. And I had me and Tiffany and my two, I guess Lyric and Ari were probably 3 and 4
Right.
at the time. And we're just walking through like one of the neighborhoods, like a little shopping area. And there's this ultra religious person standing there with a big sign on them, blah, 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 saying whatever they're saying. And then locals walking by, fuck you! Get the fuck out of here!
Perfect. Well, I mean,
Like, man, you choose your battles,
interestingly, I can imagine having some of those dissenters with the signs and the protesters, if you will, brings more attention. What's the
yeah.
old phrase?
All
All
press is good press.
right. I would absolutely wear my goat whore t-shirt if I went
Oh,
there.
I mean, I was.
Or find a Deicide t-shirt or something.
I mean, every shopping market in that area was like Blackcraft, Cult.
Nice.
What a riff!
What a riff. There it is. No episode goes unstated.
Telling you, man.
What a riff, and what a great pour. I mean, seriously, we're
Yeah.
t-shirts, man. You said you have the ability, right? We
can
just
do
need
it.
to design it. So we can sell 3 of them.
I think it just needs to be like simple shit, like white letters,
Right?
and like, you know, like you've seen the billboard signs where it says "You're going to hell - God."
Right.
You know,
Yes.
what a great riff - Aaron. You know,
Perfect. And we
what a pour.
need a little Glencairn
Yep.
and some metal fingers.
That's it.
Simple.
Perfect.
I love it.
It's $1 million idea. Or
At least
a
$14.95.
couple $100.
Cheers. I'll take them with me to shows, dude. See if anybody wants to buy them. Get kicked out of the venue because I'm selling shit that's unlicensed.
Okay, so this mellows down a little bit. You know, after that first surprise,
Right.
I guess maybe because you know what to expect. Flavor's more prominent when you're like
Yeah.
ready for it. You know,
That is, it's up there in one of the best things I've ever had. God damn it.
yeah, that's one of the things I was just thinking about. Like with this particular section, what you're having here is a lot of like chaotic drumming
You're right.
underneath just some chords.
Right. It's
And
very ambient
Yeah,
on the strings.
and that drummer's just going to fucking town.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He just snorted a line off a stripper's ass right before he did that drumming. But I think, and obviously this needs to be fact checked, but if I remember right, this is a one-man band.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to look at
I
that.
think so.
That's
I think
amazing
I remember
if
that.
so.
Right.
If he does all that shit,
Which reminds me of Matthew.
homeboy Matthew.
Yeah,
Home
because he has a black metal band too, and
Yeah.
I didn't even think about throwing him on this. I know we've highlighted his stuff before quite a
Our
bit.
dude
actually.
Matt Brammer, shout out.
Man,
What's up, brother?
dude, fuck yeah.
What a fucking legend.
I think, and I'm trying to remember, and I'm 100%. I think it was Underrot was the
Underrot,
black was the black metal kind of.
yeah, that's a cool name
flair.
too.
Oh man, all of his band
I told
names,
him,
just
man. I was like, dude, you're fucking stealing all the good band names.
all the band names.
Every band name he has is killer.
It is, yeah.
All right. Speaking of killer band names,
I'm excited.
all right. This probably could have gone on our early episode too, to be honest with you. But you know, a band that I have loved for a very long time, been listening to them for at least 20 years, Behemoth.
Yeah.
And this is off their new record, which is To Drown the Seven in Wine.
So
I guess Behemoth falls in line with that Black and Death.
yes,
talked about,
yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. I don't even know why I didn't even think about that. So it's interesting because subreddits are my thing. I love them, and in the black metal, you have some people who love Behemoth, and others are like they're fucking posers. And that, like, you know, dude, Behemoth is, in my opinion, stellar, and I think a lot of people who don't like them get caught up in the member, you know. Yeah, I mean he's a dude. He's a dude
Listen, go see Behemoth and then tell me you don't like it.
who right.
But
They honestly did some of the coolest shit during COVID because they were doing those. I think they ended up doing
we did a live, like
show
live
in-
on the rooftop somewhere.
in
Yeah, I
in
watched
a, like a Polish castle or some shit like that. Yeah,
that was cool. I watched that shit.
yeah. Dude, Behemoth, I
saw
think they
them in-
fucking get down.
I saw them in Cincinnati in 2018.
Didn't they open for Slayer? I remember
Slayer
you telling
on
me
the,
that.
on the final leg of their tour.
Yeah, you told me you went there to watch Slayer and you left a Behemoth fan.
Oh my! I mean, I had listened to Behemoth for a long time, but like to finally see them live, Jesus.
Right. So, I have a recent experience. It's not black metal, but where you just kind of a band you know of, you know they're great, they have good stuff. You just haven't ever connected to. You just never intersected specifically. And I just went to a show recently in Cleveland, and the Black Dahlia Murder played, and fuck, man, just fuck.
Yep.
And I left there, and that whole next day, I just perused. And I still haven't gotten through all the, because they have like 14 albums or some shit. And so same thing with Behemoth, dude. When I first ran into them, they were like 7 albums deep, 10 albums deep, some shit like that. And
That's
I
a
just
good
had to
band
start
that has
going
an-
through.
Has an amalgam of the
Yeah.
three, Black, Death, and Thrash.
Yeah.
They have a record, has a track on it like the Nocturnal something.
Yep. I know exactly what
But
you're
it's
talking
like
about.
track number 2, and that's the first record that. So all my friends had been listening to them for quite a while, and that record came out. I think it was 2012, maybe 2010, 2012, and track number 2 on that record caught my ear, and it's fucking good. And that I've been a Black Dahlia Murder fan ever since.
Absolutely.
Fucking sweet. But dude, Behemoth's always been good to me, you know? I've never heard anything bad that ever been out.
No. Every time I see that they have a new album, I'm waiting for the single.
Yeah. I always put it on my like ad list.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. I think they just fucking
Brutal
nail
as
it.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up see who that is. Maybe it's like his wife or something.
I think it is. I think I do remember hearing that. Yeah, he's 100% open to being wrong, but yeah.
Oh, riff. That man. All right, so the next band that we're gonna check out is actually on your shirt right now.
So I saw these guys live. It was a really unique blend. Mortiferium, Knoll, or Knoll. I don't know. They're like a grind noise band. They opened. It was a really weird band considering the mix. Uwata, Fulci, the Italian
I know Fulci.
band. I'm trying to remember. The headliner was I Am Morbid.
Oh, yeah, word.
Yeah, dude, it was a great show. We had a great time. And Uwata, so no one knows who they are. It's kind of one of those like Sleep Token or back in the day Ghost type of a situation. They have like, they're fully cloaked. If you look at the metal archives, you don't see who they are.
Okay, so you're saying like they're not. It's not that nobody knows who they are because of like they're fresh, but it's nobody knows who they are because they hide their identity.
They're all on stage with these like super cloaked. They, like dark looking. It's fucking cool.
I love that shit.
They put on a good show, and it was definitely one of those things where I went there to see, listen to old school Morbid Angel through David Vincent and the drummer
Pete Sandoval,
the commander, and left like a big fan of a couple of different bands.
God,
Uwata
I
and
love when that
Mortiferium, they put on a great show that night. Knoll was like, I can respect that they were interesting, but everybody
Wasn't
looked at
your
each other
thing.
like, "What the fuck?"
Sometimes this is not your thing, man.
Yeah, grind noise is definitely not my subgenre, but I can respect the fact that it's out there.
Well, here we go. This song
Uwata.
is by Uwata and is The Purging Fire.
But this is right up your alley, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking
Horsemen.
cool looking, dude.
4 Horsemen, man. As soon as I saw it, I was really close to buying 2 of them. So I was like, you know what, Aaron
That's sick.
would love this shirt.
I love a classic black and white type tee.
Well, and the Reaper and the that's just your jam.
Okay, man. They play the song.
Yes.
I love the clarity of the bass guitar riding along with those drums in the background.
One of those motherfuckers was probably at least 6'7". I'm guessing they just
Big
looked
as
like
shit.
yeah, and then and you could tell because everybody else on there was not. I mean, you and I are not small gentlemen, so it's easy to pick out when you're like, holy shit, that's a massive human.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I see, sometimes I'll see people like that, and I'm like, it takes a lot for people to look bigger than me.
Right.
And
Right.
I noticed that. Like I saw 2 people yesterday out of like 300 in a basketball gym that were bigger than me.
Sure. Well, I'm sure when you went to what was it, Iceland?
Oh, in Iceland, yeah, there wasn't very many. Actually, there were. Well, to be honest, there were. I was like pretty on par with them.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah. When you get into like Sweden, I think the average height's like 6'1" or some shit like that. It's
Yeah.
like We would fit in.
Those fucking Vikings.
Yeah. Big ass people.
That's my blood. Let's
Right.
go. That's 6% Viking blood. I'll own it.
You should. I've never done one of those. I've
You should
threatened
do it.
to, but
I bet you're way more than 6%.
I have a buddy. And this is so funny. So, black man. And he did, so he does some shit like, he's a trainer. And he gives all of his white clients slave names in February.
No shit.
I mean, this dude's fucking hilarious. I love me some Michael. Well, he did a genetic test and he found it. He was pissed off. He found he was like 53% British.
Oh shit.
And so I asked him, does he get to celebrate Black History Week? But dude, I love me some Michael. Dude's fucking hilarious. He's got a great heart.
Where's he
and
from?
He's from West Virginia. He's
Oh, yeah?
from- well,
Does he live here?
originally he's from New York, but he lives here in West Virginia. So, yeah, he's a crack up man.
It's
He
funny
says some
because
shit.
like people are from like all over the
I mean, and astronauts have said it when they've come back. People in the space station, they're like, borders are stupid.
Yeah.
When
They
you
really
look at
are.
the planet as a whole, you're like, that is someone just literally put their dick in the sand and drew a line.
For real.
Really what it is. Dude, I've been digging this band.
It's killer.
I think them and Abigail Williams are they're really up there with my,
Carrying the torch for the new age.
yeah, New Age Black. And these guys have a little bit of death metal going on. I've noticed they get in a little bit of a groove from time to time too, which is cool.
It's a good thrash group.
Yep. Amp it up a little bit.
And almost like switching from power chords to octaves. It's a little more ominous.
Yep. But the voice is all black metal.
Oh.
That's straight up black metal
kicks
lyrics
on.
for sure. Smell that again. Like burnt brown sugar.
Oh yeah. Be sure to get your bottle of Ravens if you can.
It's sold out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I mean, you might be able to find it in places for sure. There's people who hold on to it. Secondary market.
So you'll just have to take our word for it. It's a good one.
It was $160, I think, with shipping.
It's gonna be 500 on the secondary.
I wouldn't doubt it if it hits that high, for sure. So I was fortunate enough. Client that I went to the other day. He's moving. He was clearing out his sitting whiskey area, and he said he counted 350 bottles. And he had a Woodford Reserve Master Edition single malt
Oh boy.
that he said that he had forgot that he had unopened, back of the cabinets, at least 10 years old. He opened it for me, not for me, for
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna open this,
Let's do it.
And so we had a sip and it was good. I mean, single malts are Scotchish for sure. It's American, so it definitely has a little bit more flair to it, I would say.
But you also had the neck too. So.
Sure. But I end up looking online just to check. It's going on the secondary market right now, that bottle, for $17,000. When he bought it, it was probably $150 at the distillery. $125 maybe. That is literally the most expensive thing, if you go by that as a standard, that I've ever tasted.
It's a testament to some of this stuff could just be investment pieces.
Some people
Kinda
do.
like guitars.
Yeah. Dude, I'm glad you went with them.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
What a fucking jam, dude.
Dude, you chose some great shit, man. Other than that,
Yeah, that was the one you chose.
I had zero influence on episode 31, 32 other than the whiskey we sipped. So I applaud
it's
you,
good
man.
listen, man.
Yeah.
We had some good times.
Now, have you ever done any black covers? Yeah. Have you ever done any covers?
No, I've never sat down to learn any.
Okay.
Maybe I should.
Maybe a Behemoth or an Abigail Williams would be a start.
I mean, I've certainly loved listening to them. So
Be interesting to hear your take on doing something, because you definitely have your flavor and your flair. I mean, your thrash and your death and some other things.
little
but
things sprinkled in. No, that's not a bad idea.
I'd love to hear how that goes.
Throw something in there.
Yeah.
Definitely got a cool guitar to do some black metal on. Grab that one.
This one?
Yeah. Check this out.
Going really slow because there's a lot of things going on behind me. I did not want to fuck up. Dude, that is a
So this is
that
the
is a great piece.
I mean, it just looks like a weapon.
I mean, seriously. So I've been playing a shit ton of Skyrim, and that absolutely could be a weapon on Skyrim.
Yeah, so this is my so I had a Fender Stratocaster, and like it was cool. Wasn't really vibing with it. I've never been a Strat kind of guy. Just one of those things, man. I opened up Marketplace, and a guy was like offering this for a Stratocaster.
Oh, he was called out. He
Yeah,
wanted a Strat.
he's like, I'm looking to trade this for a Strat, and I'm like, well, shit, okay. So this is my Jackson RR24,
Yeah.
and it is.
It's your first Jackson, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I had one a long time ago, probably like 2017, but it was just for brief time.
Right.
And it wasn't very good. It was really low end, but this one is a lot more expensive, and it's also a lot better.
Right. It felt substantial when I grabbed it.
Yeah, this is the RR24 in Firestorm Burst.
Right.
It is sweet.
So
man.
I think if I'm doing a quick scan here, that's the only thing you have with a whammy bar.
It is. It's the only thing I have because I never used to be like a whammy par Floyd Rose. I always hated Floyd Roses, but I've watched enough, how-to videos to understand. And that's what my friend said. There's like, wow, you have a Floyd Rose guitar now. I'm like, yeah, because I understand them. I know how to use them now.
Okay. So what did you hate about it, and now what did you learn that makes you like it?
Well, because it's when you have a Floyd, they float, right? So you can move them up and down.
Yeah.
And so I've always
So it
been
changes
a really,
tension, right?
Yeah,
That's really
I've
what
always
it's
been
doing.
a very heavy-handed player.
Sure.
But I've noticed that like I can still get the same chonk, or as Ola says it, chug, with this because I understand how to use it now. So for example, there's springs in the back, and the springs in the back cause counter tension. And so you just tighten them into the body to get them to tighten up more,
Sure.
or loosen them if you need them. So if you have heavier gauge strings, you might want to loosen them a little bit more so that you get. The idea is to have the float. That's what they call it, the float, parallel with the body. So if it's a little bit higher up, that's not going to work. Or if it's like depressed in the body,
Not gonna work.
you gotta make it a nice level float, and that's how you do it, man. And once it's there, it stays in tune. Like it has no problem staying in tune. Everything's locked down here at the top.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, man. And this guitar is just really made well. Ebony fingerboard, huge ass jumbo fret, stainless steel. The Akume body is still somewhat light, but gives the tonal characteristics of the mahogany bodies. And man, it sounds great. Plays great. It's a fucking beast, man. Looks like a weapon.
Aaron may have come just a little bit when he said all that. out
Yeah,
loud.
dude. Such a guitar nerd.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
All right. Well, hey, man. Episode 32, Metal and Mash, and stay tuned for the next episodes. See you guys on the next one.
Have a good one.
All right.
Peace out.